All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutation to you. Hopefully, like out there, you brothers preaching this word in truth and sincerity. All right, brother Azariah here with the Pittsburgh GMS camp, and came across this article here. Toxin found in U.S. corn harvest, right? And so I just got this email like today. See if there's a date on it. Don't see a date, but it's a current article. I just got it in my email not too long ago. And so I'll just read some of this. North American farmers are finding increased levels of a plant toxin known as vomitoxin in this year's corn harvest, adding insult to injury for growers already suffering as the U.S.-China trade war hurts soybean exports and crop prices, So, I mean, it's plain right there, all these sanctions that Trump is putting on China, in addition to this corn toxin, is hurting America. This place is going down, man. Vomitoxin sickens livestock and can also make humans and pets fall ill. And grain buyers can reject cargoes or fine farmers for shipments that contain it. More cases than normal are likely in the corn crop because wet weather this autumn caused the fungus to develop while delaying harvest. We had all those different tropical storms that hopped up, not too long ago. And here where we are in Pittsburgh, man, it rained. It rained for about a good 3, 4, 5 days straight. I can just imagine what other people experienced, especially those like in the Carolinas, closer to where the different little storms hit, So it affected these harvests, man. About 3/4 of U.S. corn. So 3/4 of the U.S. corn is used domestically to feed livestock and make ethanol. However, livestock and ethanol producers need to blend corn that contains vomitoxin with corn that does not to make it suitable for the feed when the levels are high. All right. Hogs don't like it, and they will literally starve to death before eating it. And we know hogs will pretty much eat anything, but this is so serious of a toxin that hogs don't even want to do it, don't even want to eat it, and they'd rather starve. And I'm just skimming through. The quality worries come as U.S. farm income has plunged by half over the past 5 years, and as the deepening trade war harms demand for soybeans, the most valuable U.S. agricultural export product to China, and one frequently rotated with corn. So the trade wars, that he's putting, these sanctions that he's putting against China to, to try to flex his muscles against China is hurting America, and this is just one of the ways that it's going to hurt America. Because like I say all the time, at least 96%, somewhere around 96 to 98% of our goods come from China, man. As far as just look all around, made in China, made in China, made in China, at least I'll say 95% to be fair. But a huge majority of our products come from China, man. Even military products, as seen on this one article or video I saw where they had some type of military device. It may have been a vehicle or something. They looked under the bolt and it said "Made in China." WH Group LTV, Smithfield Foods, the world's biggest. I don't care nothing about no pork producers. Yeah, I ain't supposed to be eating no damn pork, no way. Let's skip through. So the U.S. Food and Drug Administration allows vomitoxin levels up to 1 part per million in human and pet foods and recommends levels under 5 ppm for grain for hogs, 10 ppm for chickens, and dairy cattle. Beef cattle can withstand toxin levels up to 30 ppm. And the reason beef cattle can withstand it is because they chew the cud. They have like 4 or 5 stomachs, which breaks down the food completely. And it probably nullifies the toxin anyway by the time it exits their system and goes through and actually gets processed in their system. So let's see here, and I'm gonna get to a scripture. I really only had one scripture in mind right now, but I'm just trying to get to the point here. In upstate New York, farmers are feeding dairy cattle with meal feeds. Problem stretched over the border into Canada too. I'm already getting the panic button pushed in Canada and Ontario, says Max Hawkins, a nutritionalist at a Kentucky-based feed supplement company. Albatech has tested 45 samples of this year's U.S. corn harvest as of Friday and found 80% contained vomitoxin. Hawkins says that is about average, Hawkins said, but he expected further testing to reveal bigger problems. You know? The more samples have not been examined yet because of the rains that delayed harvesting, which was 76% complete as of Sunday. It's going to get worse, Hawkins said. And that's the sentiment of America. It's going to get worse. The signs have already begun, to hit this place. Like Apostle Tahar said, he coined this the year of prophecy. That was all through the Spirit, So let's read some of those signs, Matthew 24, and let's start at 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. And I'll just read down to the point. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. That just reminds me of this dude that people are actually saying is Yahushua in the flesh, which is a smooth lie. It's a smooth-faced lie. Because he a smooth-faced little, young Jake. That ain't what, that's not Yahushua in the flesh. Because if he was back, there would be too many things happening. This thing, Esau will be taken out of power. Anyway, man, Jake is lost. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. Ain't that what we hearing? Wars, rumors of wars. Russia want to fight us. We at war with this place, that place. But be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. But this is the point I want to get: famines and pestilences. Because this is just a preface, or a prologue. This is the beginning, and this is going to lead to those famines and pestilences. And I just went ahead and looked into both of these words: famines, that's pestilence. Famine is a scarcity of harvest, a famine, which, is pretty plain, scarcity of harvest, there's going to be less corn as an effect of this right here, as an effect of this vomitoxin stuff that's been found, and one of the things that's going to lead to a lack of a scarcity of harvest in this particular case is a pestilence, which means what? A pestilent fellow, pest, or plague. When you go down here, it says a plague, literally the disease, or figuratively a pestilence. So in this case, it's talking about a disease, for lack of a better term, a disease that's found in the corn. When you eat this, you can fall ill, so it's like a pestilence. It's like a disease that's running through this corn. It's not normal. And the people and animals that eat this corn get sick, So yeah, I just want to share that, Salakia, I see my mic was hitting the red. So Salakia, if I was too loud, I don't have my headphones right now on, so I can't really hear myself. So Salakia, if I was too loud, but I want to give all honor, glory, and praise. Hopefully this lesson was edifying, but I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much love, peace, love, and salutation to you brothers out there preaching this word in truth and labor and in sincerity, and to you Aquath and children, you hopeful 1/3 and elect that listen and learn. Shalom.